So it has been quite some time since I've watched Backrooms type stuff on YouTube, and because the actual Backrooms movie by Kane Pixels is like out now, by the time I'm recording this is actually out right now and people have already seen it, I am planning to still see it, hopefully after this recording at least, and I'm looking forward to it. And I've already seen reviews and comments about it saying like 0 out of 10. There's only like a few people, not the vast majority of people, but just a few people, and people are saying 0 out of 10 because, oh, it's nothing like the brain rot TikTok backrooms or the Roblox backrooms, and I'm like, what? Anywho, because I have not watched Backrooms videos from Kane Pixels' channel in I think about 2 years, and mostly the reason why I haven't been sort of watching or reacting on YouTube to the Backrooms videos is mostly because I felt like I wasn't saying much, or it felt like I was just going through the videos and just saying, oh wow, that looks cool, that looks crazy, you know, the standard reaction when, you know, reacting to something and you just say, wow, that's crazy. And I felt like I was doing that, and that made me realize, oh, because I was doing that with the Backrooms videos, I just wanted to stop completely. But I've sort of collated a few videos, so this video is going to be fairly long-ish, and I've collated a few videos that are relatively long to short to short to long. And one thing I hope is, if it turns out decently well, I will make the video public. If it turns out to be crap, then I'll still upload the video, but I'll make it unlisted. I know that it will be harder for people to find the video, but I'd rather the video to be at least decent rather than, you know, crap, and for there to be no reason, I guess, for the video to exist. But let's just try this out. Recently I've been trying out reaction videos again, even though I get so nervous about reaction videos itself, because I feel like I'm not going to give value, or at least I'm not making it transformative enough. I mean, I mostly need to worry about, you know, transformative copyright to do with, like, I don't know, actual shows that are owned by corporations and stuff like that. But when it comes to YouTube videos, I don't think I need to worry about it that much. I still worry about it though. So anyway, let's go for the first video that we're going to be looking at, and it's called Backrooms Presentation. Now, I think I've already seen this, but I don't remember much of it. The only thing I remember was like a door opening with a bunch of people, and that's all I remember. I can't even remember if that was in this one or not, but we're going to find out anyway. FBI war. Okay. Oh, okay, we're back with Async. That's great. Async Research Institute. You know, I kind of wanted to make my own version of this, but because I had like virtually no ideas, I just didn't go forward with it. A space prospective development. So this is the presentation they were talking about, okie dokie.
The world around us is ever-changing. Throughout this past century, we have seen the advent of countless innovations that have completely reshaped life.
You know, I do wonder who... Is this like an actual, like, voice that narrated, like, an actual broadcast on TV? Or is there someone voice acting as that? I mean, if there's someone voice acting, then this is damn good voice acting, because it actually sounds like an actual voice being broadcast onto the TV, so that's pretty dope.
As we know it. But with all of this growth comes a number of undesirable byproducts. Byproducts that, if left unchecked, have the potential to irreversibly scar our modern world.
Just like the
As human expansion is projected to increase exponentially in the coming decades, we must account for these never-before-faced challenges in ways equally never-before considered. Here at
okay, so a number of origin points going towards one specific point. Okie dokie.
Async, we believe we have found the solution.
So you're deriving energy from so many places on this plane towards your research institution just so that you could open up the backrooms. You're deriving so much energy from other places to give yourself energy to enter the backrooms. Okie dokie.
The Low Proximity Magnetic Distortion System.
I mean, you know what, it makes sense that you would need a bunch of energy to be able to actually open this up, because you would need a bunch of energy to be able to open up a gateway to another world like the backrooms. That would require an insane amount of energy.
What is the Low Proximity Magnetic Distortion System?
I have no idea, but I think you're going to tell me.
Using 32...
Oh, I guess you're not going to tell me. God damn it, I really want to know.
will be distributed across all ports, allowing for cargo and personnel.
Okay, so you're just glitching.
While our current threshold is limited in scale, future models will be able to span entire rooms, allowing for the transfer of larger vessels and equipment.
Oh. You know what, actually, no, I do remember this, because I remember pausing the video on this in the other video and talking about how I love this shit. And I still do love this shit, because I love, like, surveillance cameras, and it's like you're peeking into the Department of Energy. I fucking just quoted Stranger Things. But you know what I mean, right? Like, you're peeking into this facility. It's like you're hacking into their systems to, like, see what secrecy is going on in this facility. That's what I love about surveillance cameras. And I mean, some people can call them boring. Don't really give a shit. I love them. So anyway, even the frame rate. Look at the fucking frame rate. That's just like that in itself adds to the eeriness. I love it. Wait, hang on a moment. Wait. So A space conventional property cost comparison. Okay. Total available storage volume. Yep, I remember this. This is insanity. So they've got all of these equipment, building up all of this equipment to allow them more. Well, either they're preparing to actually get into the backrooms with all of this equipment, or they're building these centers to derive energy from to then get into the backrooms, right? I mean, you know what? It looks like a really nice facility to feel like home. Kinda. How the hell do they hire people to, like, be actors like that? How do they have the sort of, unless they're on like a budget to create these short films? I just assumed that everything was, like, you know, made in Blender, you know, CGI. Even the humans are all CGI. But no, actual real humans. Actual real actor humans. That's just insane. I mean, hang on a minute. Wait. So, is this like an actual real place that they're in? Or is this all CGI in Blender and obviously looking like real because they're, you know, putting a bunch of filters on it? Is that what's happening? And the man that was walking, was the man walking like in a green-blue screen so that it can be like sort of keyed out onto this Blender thing? That's what I'm thinking anyway. I mean, I don't actually know for sure, but that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we've got the double doors over there. Okay. Concept through. Yeah, but I remember seeing these in the what's the game that complex, that's it. Complex, not complex, yes. We saw this in the complex fan footage and expedition games, yep. Absolutely fantastic. Wait, hang on a moment. DOE tape. Department of Energy tape. I mean, you know what? It makes sense because, like, Department of Energy is practically kind of like a real thing. I mean, I don't know if it's like a real name of a place, of an organization, but if it's not, then it's definitely inspired by a real place or organization, which makes sense why Stranger Things took the name Department of Energy. But then again, you seriously cannot tell if like the humans are, you know, actual humans or if they're CGI. And that's what I love about it. You can't tell. I mean, of course, it's nice to have clarity on what is and what isn't, but sometimes ambiguity is nice for like mystery and, you know, like really messing with your brain, like not knowing which is real and which one's fake. I mean, obviously, if it was AI, like AI generated, that'd be the worst fucking thing ever. But, you know, obviously glad that none of this is AI generated because it was made by Kane Pixels, who's like, you know, who made all of this, you know, either by himself or within a team. I've actually no idea, but I assume by himself. So absolutely impressive work. And I think this is them observing someone about to enter into the backrooms, right? Even in the atmosphere too, bro. I remember, you know what? I remember when I actually sort of reacted to like this video a while ago. I think my microphone was actually like, well, non-existent at the time, so I have to use my fucking webcam microphone. So I'm glad I'm actually like, in a way, redoing this because I do not remember a lot of what happens. Of course, I remember like a couple of snippets, as I said, the surveillance cameras, but everything else I don't remember that much, except from the door thing that reveals people, which we haven't even gotten to in this video yet, but I think it's towards the end. And I think they're preparing to go into the... It's crazy to me how they just have... Actually, wait, is this room part of the backrooms? I mean, obviously the next room is part of the backrooms, but is this room? Because, I mean, the walls definitely suggest so. But I don't know if they're trying to mimic the backrooms by painting it and making it look like the backrooms, even though it's not the... I don't fucking know. Oh, look at that lovely fade in with this very still man. This very much looks like something that could be done in the 80s. It looks like something, it looks like a government project that people, either someone took photos when they shouldn't have done and leaked them online, and so people have a sneak peek into the government project. I like to think of it that way because that just sounds very fascinating and cool. And this must be a map of the backrooms? If they can even get a map of the backrooms. Like, how can you even get a map of the backrooms? It's like impossible? I mean, the backrooms itself is kind of like an impossible entity. So to get a map of it, or like, I mean, getting a general understanding I can understand. But getting a map of it, I don't know, it doesn't really seem feasible. I mean, is this... You seriously cannot tell, like, even within that, like, camera shot, you could not tell if that was a human or a CGI human. God, the atmosphere is absolutely impeccable. Let there be light! Okay, so it seems like the backrooms have been closed off for now? Until, like, further observation, I guess.
As a matter of fact, if you look at your laws or page, you see exactly that technologies in the world.
God, you can barely make out what they're saying, and I love it. I mean, of course, it would be a little bit more nicer if I was able to actually understand what they're saying, but the fact that what they're saying is, like, obfuscated by the audio muffling, the, like, compressed audio, it's so, I will admit, it is a bit nostalgic, and I love it. Oh dear.
If you could all just excuse me for a moment, my apologies.
I will admit, one thing I really like about this is that it's so simple how they could make this. Like, you know, it's like still shots of, I mean, for all I know, these people could literally just be, like, models. Like, CG models of, like, people. But because you cannot see the details on their, like, bodies, on their faces, you think that they're actually real people, but they might not actually be. Especially within these still shots, because you can just take a still shot and then, like, move the limbs of, like, the people, like, on each person, then take another shot and then just, you know, put them together, and it's just this, like, sort of stop motion, and it's just absolutely, like, astonishing. So what's this? Oh, you know what? This is bringing back memories, actually. This is bringing back memories of when I was watching it ages ago, and we was that person beforehand, and then we went into this room, and then the alarms went off. Oh my god, that was actually a peak at the time. I'm saying that at the time, like, it's not a peak now, but I don't know. I feel like I'm sort of a bit late to the whole, like, backrooms hype. I mean, yes, the movie is out right now, especially that by the time the video is uploaded, like, it's already out and everyone's already seen it. But I don't know, I feel like I'm a bit late to the party, and it's just, like, not as, like, popular or trendy now, which I don't think is true. But and okay, so that's it of the presentation. I guess we'll go on to the next one now. So this one is called Found Footage 2. Now, this is another one that I think I remember seeing, because I remember seeing a car in the back rooms, and, you know, it's all, like, I think rotted and stuff due to being transported to the back rooms, but that's kind of all I remember about it.
Okay, so you may be wondering what I'm doing. Recording.
Oh, right, yes. Oh my god.
I swear I've not gone crazy.
I remember this as well.
And if you just give me a moment here, you can see for yourself.
I legitimately thought this was like, I mean, of course it's kind of simple how they do it, but it's just cool in my opinion.
Okay, I don't think it's worth trying to explain what's gonna happen here. You just have to see it to believe it. So I've got.
So you're rolling up wood, I think that is, in paper, and you're gonna drop it, and it's going to be, you know, transported.
It's here, just a bunch of wood, and just watch this and prepare yourself because it's really freaky. Watch the square. Look at that, gone.
That is insane how that would happen. Like, imagine if that was real. That is just insane.
All right, I'm gonna show it again. Just
hold on a minute. Why? Okay, so this is not me nitpicking, by the way. This is not me nitpicking. I just want to point out, why is it that this person, they're able to just, you know, touch the surface in the area, but when you, I guess if you're like just, I don't know, placing your hand, it won't work. But I guess if something is falling using gravity, then it will work. Is that works? For what's the rules of the backroom say?
because wood chips is a little bit of a weird example, but here's a baseball. All right, and just watch. Gone. It went into the floor. All right, I'm gonna do a couple tests now. I've got this tape measure here, and I'm just gonna let that down and see how far it goes.
Oh, I saw this, and oh, this really weirds me out. This really, really weirded me out. And it still weirds me out, because, like, how do you film this? Is there like a behind the scenes? I'd love to see the behind the scenes of this. Like, how do you fucking film this? This is just like insane. Because, I mean, of course you got the shadows of the measure, the what did they say? Tape measure. I'm just gonna call it a measure, whatever. You got the measure, and you got the shadows, and I'm assuming that one of the shadows is for the top half, and the bottom, and the other shadow is for like the bottom half. But whereas, oh god,
I feel it's like vibrating.
oh my god. I mean, it kind of serves you right for measuring the backrooms, am I right? Because one could say that you can't measure the backrooms because it's infinite and it's immeasurable. And I just find it interesting how everything else seems to have dropped to the ground. The same person as the person drops to the ground. Not the person drops to the ground and everything is already on the ground, but everything seems to drop at the same time. Even though the other objects would have dropped, you know, beforehand. Unless time works differently in the backrooms, I don't know.
Where am I? Where am I? Hello? Are you kidding me?
See, there's no hole. Now, I remember playing Complex Expedition, and I remember saying that it can be a bit boring to, you know, be just walking around in the backrooms and, you know, not much really happening. It can be boring that way, which is why I'm really, really glad that these sort of videos exist, because you've got someone walking in the backrooms, which, you know, can be seen as boring, but the pacing is cut up so that they're transported to another part of the backrooms because you don't want to see all that walking, and you know, you actually get to see interesting things happening. So I'm really, really glad that I'm actually sort of watching videos instead of playing games. Not saying that backrooms type games are bad necessarily. It's just it's for a particular type of audience. That's what I'm saying.
What is this?
It's corridors, that's what it is. And hallways, that's what it is.
There's something else in here.
Blank hallways.
What the fuck? Hello?
I just realised the lights. I'm used to them being square, but they're circular. I was not aware of this. Have they always been like that? Or is it different backrooms that have like different lights in the ceilings? Interesting. Because like I've seen backrooms games and they all do like these square lights in the ceilings, and even, you know, square type of tiling on the ceilings. But it looks like in this one, it's not gone that route. Now, obviously, Kane Pixels did not create the backrooms because, you know, the backrooms was created by someone on 4chan and, you know, to do like, you know, furniture and stuff like that. He didn't create it. It's just his own rendition of it. His own interpretation of it. God, that place looks a bit dark. I mean, I would also be a bit hesitant to go into that room.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's pretty dark. And somehow you have lights in the backrooms. Who's managing the electricity in the backrooms now? Oh, that's the couch, isn't it? I'm saying that's the couch, just a couch.
Help! I need help! Hello? It's just a couch.
A couch, yes.
What is this place even for?
Good question. It is just a place that exists. There's no points to the place, it's just
Hello?
existential.
Oh.
Well,
Okay. That's, a hole in the floor.
yes, well observed. We love your observation
Hello?
skills.
Is there anybody in there?
Well, would you like to know?
Can't see.
How the hell do you get your camera into the keyhole? How would you do that? I've never tried that myself, and I don't know how you would, but okay. I didn't think you could do that. Imagine if something like popped up then, as you know, a jump scare, cheap jump scare. I mean, it would work, kind of, but it's also predictable, so it wouldn't really work that well.
Okay, there's gotta be a staircase, right? Elevator or something? How do people get in here?
But how do people get in there, and how do people get out of there? That's the bigger question.
Okay. Who the fuck built this place? What?
I keep thinking something's gonna show up.
Whatever.
I mean, like, the whole point of the backrooms is for whoever enters the backrooms to, you know, start going insane because of like the isolation and desolation and just, you know, in infinite amounts of rooms to just lose that sanity. Though, of course, because it's a plane of existence that inhabits you within the backrooms, theoretically, there could also, you know, be something in the backrooms. And I know that some people like the idea of being by yourself, but, I mean, light cannot really exist without dark. And, okay, either there is a monster, like a solidified monster following you, or there is a monster, but it's a figment of your imagination. That's what I love about the backrooms. It's just all down it's all down to interpretation, and nothing's like, you know, canon or like factual. Well, I mean, things like quote unquote canon within the Kane Pixel Backrooms universe, but apart from that, nothing's really, you know, canon or factual.
Hello? Is there anybody here?
At some point, you're gonna get an answer.
Oh. in the world? Okay,
Some nice architecture. I probably said this in the other video as well.
this makes no sense.
What do you mean? It makes perfect sense. The tiles clearly fell onto the floor. Makes perfect sense. Although we do have like, ink. I guess it is black ink.
Guess I'll go that way. None of this makes sense.
Now you're, like, spitting facts.
Hello?
Oh, the car.
What is that?
Well, it's still saying, it's not the car, it's a, well, actually, is it the car? Or is it a car? I don't...
Wallpaper? Oh.
I remember vaguely about a car that vanished in a previous video. I don't remember which video that was, but I remember one vanishing in a previous video, and this is where it ended up. So I suppose it is right to say the car rather than a car. Now, technically it's a car because, you know, it's just a random car disappearing and appearing here, but it is the car in the context of what happened prior.
Oh my god. Okay. This better still be recording. Oh my god. What?
Wait, is it gone through the...
I didn't even get in here. How did this even...
I legitimately thought that the car was through the wall, but the wall wasn't broken. So a part of the front part of the car was like through the wall. You can even see it through the wall because the wall is like, you know, a bit transparent, but the wall isn't broken. I thought that's what I was looking at, but it turns out the wall was broken and the guy did smash into it. So yeah. And we've got a handprint. That's just fucking lovely, isn't it? That's just fucking lovely.
This looks more normal.
Normal.
Hello?
I mean, normal compared to everything else, yeah. But normal? Define normal.
That's blood.
That is blood. Oh my goodness me, look at where the blood is going. Are we sure we even want to go in there? Oh my god, that's definitely not
Is there someone
ominous.
in here? Hello? Do you need help?
Because I've got medical supplies. Don't worry, don't you worry, you're in good hands. Night vision, let's go.
Please don't be a dead body. Hello?
Okay, so this part definitely reminds me of the Complex Expedition because I remember seeing this. Infectious goo.
Okay, what the hell? What is this? Is it like plant? What is, What is that?
Imagine if that was you.
Whoa, what the fuck? What?
Oh, so it originates from there. I have no idea if I got that the last time. If I didn't, then whoops, but okay, so it actually originates from there. That kind of makes sense. And holy shit. How fast is it anyway? And the noises it makes, God. Oh my fucking, okay. Don't do that shit to me. Don't do that shit to me. Don't do that shit to me. I did not come here to get scared. I came here to, you know, watch some cool backroom shit and, you know, envelop myself within the atmosphere. I did not come here to get jump scared. Don't you dare slide down, dude. Don't you dare slide down. Slide down. It can't get down. It can't slide down, surely. Fuck me if I can. Oh my goodness me. You know what? Correct me if I'm wrong, but he might be aggravated because you stepped into its lair and you probably stepped too long into its lair, and that's why it's aggravated. So well done. Oh dear. Yep, I guess it's time to go down. You got nothing to lose except from, you know, everything actually. Oh, you're now into the pool rooms. Okay, okay. Are you gonna, like... Oh my goodness me. Where was any of this in the game? I don't even know what I would do in this situation. Oh my god. Dead end. Fucking hell.
Please, God, please.
Hold on a minute. That looks strangely very, very familiar to the room where the thing originated from. So, because there's a dead end, the thing is now creating another infestation in this room? Blimey. Okay, well, that's the end of that tape. Oh. I like how we had that sort of observation from afar from the TV. That's dope. So the next one we have is called I Remember, and this one is not even like this one's really short. So okie dokie. What do you remember?
I had a home once. A manor overlooking the sea. Upon the wall
James Esmer.
was a vestige, calling forward onto strangled ears. But when skies turned dark, the house was taken by the sea.
Okay, so I would sort of be 100% clear. The other videos, I kind of remember-ish, kind of. But this, I've never actually seen. So, completely new to me.
A pillar truncated, cast down to the seabed with all the other forgotten things.
So, I assume that this is like a representation of the abstractness of the backrooms, right?
But I remember.
You remember?
Fleeting shells sinking ever slowly, folding down downwards
Whoa! Using actual maps? Holy shit, okay.
into themselves, forever tearing along the seams of the sky, until nothing remains except the eternal ghost. And you ask yourself, could there ever be anything greater than this?
Would there be anything greater than this?
You have always been here.
You have always been here. Interesting. So the next one we have is called Backrooms Reunion. I don't think I've seen this one before. I don't know. I assume I haven't because it hasn't got like a red line at the bottom to suggest that I have. So I don't think I have seen this before. So let's just take a look. Oh, look at the city. Never mind. Cup. MLML. I wonder what that means. And what kind of reunion is this going to be anyway? Are we going to be reunited with the Backrooms? I mean, why would you even want to be? Okie dokie. Okay, so this part of the Backrooms looks, obfuscated, blocked off. It's almost like, there's a bit of danger in there.
I think we should have enough room to unpack over there.
Okay, sounds good.
Can you loosen that strap?
What's this ambience, yo?
At the very least, it takes 7 trips that way, I think. You sure forklifts aren't yet?
Watch your hand.
Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Was that meant to happen? Oh, right, okay, you're disassembling, right. But still, who's being reunited? I'm guessing the staff is being reunited to get back into the Backrooms, because maybe they took a break. Okay, so this reminds me a lot of... Oh, is this what inspired the Complex Expedition? Because you also did this. I bet you, yeah, I think this is what inspired it. That's dope. And even on the TV as well. Oh my god,
You're
yo.
going to want to stop up here and just a few to the right. Carry on forward and head into that gap over on the left.
I bet you it's gonna malfunction, isn't it? Oh? Never mind.
Is that really what it said? I don't think he has a full understanding of the situation.
Oh, I doubt he does either, but I think that matters.
Oh, minute, look. Wait, I talked about this in the found footage number 2, and remember when I mentioned about the whole circular lights? These have square lights. So is this like different Backrooms areas, or is it like a continuity area? I have no idea.
And here we are.
Are we?
Watch the wall.
Ooh.
Surprised with how well this is holding up.
Yeah. Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I remember going through this in Escape the Backrooms, even with a friend of mine, and oh my goodness me, we failed with this. Epically failed.
Okay, don't get too close. Stop.
Yeah, he was walking.
Standard, this is Clyde. We've reached room 15D. We're now just about to finish here.
15D.
Please stick in
Oh, now you're bringing in the big boys now, are you?
We gotta start updating our protection system. I feel like I'm always missing things in this mess.
Yeah. Well, there it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll just conserve some power and then put it back in the cart when we get here.
Oh, okay, I guess there's measurements time in an immeasurable place.
And these ones are all fairly even, right? You just have to go on that.
Oh, so they are patching it up? That's what, yeah, okay. It looks like they're patching it up so that it becomes less dangerous. Okay, okay. Although, why are they putting up, guardrails? While Team A assembles a walkway across room 14, I thought it was 15D, Mark, Randall, and Marvin conduct an initial layout analysis of room 14C.
Is this the same one they had you practice with?
Pretty similar, but they were just renting that one.
Okay, shotgun. Or rifle. No, it definitely looks like a shotgun.
You wouldn't want to be on the other end of any gun, Marvin.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Alright, get your lights on. Marv, light.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Standard, this is Mark. We're now beginning our progression into room 14C. Alright, so we're going to want to stay mostly down the middle, but maybe go around one or two just to make sure we're not missing anything.
The fact that you can even see their shadows as well
Okay,
is
yeah,
just
so it's different. Looks like
amazeballs.
concrete, the stuff they layer.
Wait, I legitimately thought I saw hands then and not theirs. Oh my god. I gotta admit, because they're all together, it seems less horror
It
based.
looks like there's another space between the floor types.
It just seems more like
Oh yeah.
exploration with friends rather than anything horrifying or scary. I don't know why, but I find this a little bit, just a little bit like boring. I'm just wondering if the Backrooms is gonna like try to separate them, like it tried to do in another episode.
Is there a wall back there, a wall, or can't tell what that is?
Yeah, it just looks like a wall. Huh.
Watch the gun. Sorry.
Is this just the natural state, or did something move these? I'm not sure which one I would prefer, but right now I'm kind of leaning towards the former.
Yeah. Guys, I found something.
Yeah?
You gotta look at this. What, is it right over there? Yeah, there's some sort of... No, you're right, this looks handmade. You can't determine that just by looking at it. No, I'm just assuming right now. Either way, you're right, it does look like some kind of map.
Yeah.
Team A, this is Mark, do you copy?
There's B and A.
Standard, do you copy? Repeat, this is Mark, do you copy? No, the signal's dead, we've gone too far. We gotta go back.
Oh dear.
You're not. Well, if we do get back and they say it's just a non-issue and you just come back around, then I don't see what the...
Oh, whoa, whoa. Sorry, what was that? What was that?
I don't see what the...
Holy. Wait, hang on. Whoa, okay. Oh my god, someone literally just tackled him. Oh my goodness me.
Oh my god!
So that was the reunion they were talking about.
He's got my gun! He's got my gun! He's got my gun!
Oh my god, he's got your gun. Oh my god.
I don't want to hurt any of you. But I will. If I have to, so please. Just answer my questions and I'll be gone. How many people are out here right now? Down the hall, how many people are out here?
Wait,
I don't know.
Peter?
Oh shit.
Marv? Marvin?
Yes, it's me. Is it really you?
It's me.
How? It's been months. We thought you...
I know. That's what they did. They took my life from me, Marv. Everyone thinks I'm fucking dead. My wife and children think I'm dead.
Can you please put down the gun?
Barbara, just tell me. They hold a funeral.
Yes.
This is Team A. Do you read us?
Yes, A-Team, this is Mark. I read you.
Mark, don't.
What are you doing?
We need immediate armed
Mark.
support at room 14C.
Stop.
My team and I are being held at gunpoint by a hostile. I repeat,
Stop.
please send
Don't shoot him.
immediate armed support to room
Stop.
14C.
Don't.
You're-
Sorry. I'm alive, but I want to tell them that I'm alive. They need to know.
What a reunion, am I right? Okay, so this one's called Overflow.
Market and non-market economies. Well, as I've said, that our negotiations in this area with the Soviets are
I have a feeling that overflow means the energy has overflown from the backrooms to the real world, or maybe the real world has overflown into the backrooms. It's one or the other.
just beginning. Commerce Secretary Peterson returned yesterday from 2 weeks, mostly in Moscow, but also in Warsaw, during which time very considerable progress was made. We're narrowing our differences, which have kept us from settling our Lend-Lease debt for 25 years. The good faith which the Soviets would demonstrate by settling the debt would set the stage for a presidential order permitting Exim Bank credits for sales to the Soviets. And it would also open the way for a presidential request of the Congress. And besides,
Okay, the clouds in the sky are like folded in on each other. That's great. And that was it. What the fuck? And now we have the last video of this video called Damage Control.
Mark, this is Team A. Do you read us?
Yes, A-Team, this is Mark. I read you. What are you doing? We need immediate armed support in room 14C. My team and I are being held at gunpoint by a hostile. I repeat, please send immediate armed support to room 14C. You're
See for that panel. It should connect.
So this must have been Team A, right? It's all being connected. So yeah, that's the guy. Oh my. So I guess he escaped the backrooms. He actually escaped. Right? That is wild. Oh my goodness me. I mean, at least the government has got this on tape now, though. And he's zoom in. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. You could literally mistake that for being a creature rather than a human being. You could literally mistake that for being a creature. That's how fast it is. That's how fast he is. That is insane. I mean, where is he going? Is he just going anywhere that's all the backrooms, or is he going somewhere in particular? Like, where is he? What's his end goal? What? What does that mean? He just closed himself in somewhere.
Thank you all once again for your patience on this. It has been a stressful 15 hours for all of us here, and while he cannot currently be with us, Dr. Beck sends his apologies regarding the numerous inconveniences caused by our decision to keep you here overnight. Now, it appears that the situation has reached a point of some stability. We're still looking into a few things, but I feel that we can now properly address what occurred without running into speculation. What happened last night should not have happened.
I bet.
Here, not with us. What occurred was a gross misunderstanding that was the result of some severe information mismanagement. Even now, I believe most of you still have an incomplete idea of what took place last night. So before I fill you in, I need to address the fact that there has been information deliberately withheld from many of you on the project. Now, these choices were not made lightly, and were done for only the best of reasons.
Right.
However, I want to make it abundantly clear that following the events of last night, it has been proven to us that that method of conducting ourselves was not viable.
Who'd have guessed, huh? Who would have guessed that miscommunication would lead to something like this? Who would have thought, huh?
So, I'm coming to you now to correct this mistake and begin delivering the authentic order of events as we understand them. On the morning of March 1st, a team of 4 researchers was sent into the complex to conduct a routine layout analysis. George Levy, Marvin...
Oh, okay, so they're calling it the complex. That's why the games exist. Right, okay.
Ronald McCarthy, and Peter Tench. At around 12:25 p.m., the group realized that they had lost track of Tench while traversing a previously accessed branch of hallways. As you'll recall, this prompted an immediate withdrawal of response back to standard, followed by several days of significant search efforts.
So I remember that. That was when the other guy got isolated, right? He got transported by the backrooms, which back then I thought was absolutely mind-blowing, like how that could happen, but... Okie dokie.
However,
I love how they're relaying back those events.
And as far as any of us were concerned, Tench had simply vanished, leaving no physical trace. Now, for obvious reasons, that wasn't something that we could disclose to the public, so roughly 2 weeks following his disappearance, our security team was forced to put together a more acceptable cause of death that would keep attention away from this institute and provide closure to the family. So that is all close to common knowledge, I presume. Not all of you were with us at the time of the incident, however, you're certainly aware of the effects it has had on our internal procedures over the past few months. Regardless, that was where Tench's involvement in this came to an end. Or, at least, that's what we assumed.
Right.
Because on May 8th at approximately 5:30 p.m., a motion alert was sent out from the complex, which was closed off at the time. One of our senior engineers was sent down to assess the situation and discovered a male dressed in hazard gear who we were able to identify as Peter Tench. Immediately following this discovery, Tench was moved to a secure room on this floor where, over the following days, a select group of doctors were able to administer a panel of tests in order to determine what had happened to Peter in the 2 months he had been gone. Those tests yielded very little useful information. By all measures, Peter appeared to be in excellent health. However, we were still provided one very useful tool in understanding how the situation unfolded from his perspective. Some of you may recall that on the day of his disappearance, Tench was his team's designated camera operator. Well, when we recovered him, he still had that camera in his possession, and in fact had documented the entire ordeal. The footage will be presented in its entirety later today. However, for the purpose of this discussion, I will only be highlighting key events. This is the hallway where Peter was last seen. They're not in view, but you can hear the others walking behind him. Now, as he approaches the branch on the right here, pay close attention to the audio.
Guys, can you hear this?
I love how they're relaying this. I love it.
Guys, can you hear this? Hey.
Once again, that was such a mind-blowing moment for me. Like, I never forgot that moment. That was peak.
Guys, can you hear this?
That is such a narrow corridor, hallway. Don't like it. Oh, dead end.
Hey guys, can you hear this? Hey.
Yo! I know about that. Jesus fucking Christ, are you kidding? What in the fuck's names just happened? So, hang on. He goes down a little tiny corridor and then tries to call out for his, his colleagues, mates, whatever, to, like, tell them or report to them what he's kind of found, like something, interesting, and then they just, I don't know, get wiped out of existence? What the... You know what? Let's carry on and see what happens.
Guys.
They are legit wiped out. How the fuck?
Now, I'd like to save the discussion for afterwards, but what you just saw is what we believe to be the moment that Peter was instantaneously transported 2 months forward in time.
2 months. And here I thought that he was transported just, across space within the backrooms, but time? 2 months? Not even like, I don't know, an hour. Not even a week, but 2 months? That's fucking wild.
Following that abrupt flash you just saw, Tench proceeds back out to the hallway in search of his team, but it is without any indication of their presence. The next 30 or so minutes of the tape follow fairly pained to Tench as he attempts to navigate his way back to the threshold. He does obviously find his way back. However, the threshold appears not as he knows it, but as it appeared on the date of May 8th. And this ties us back to the moment when we recovered him. So, to summarize, from his point of view, he had only been inside the complex for several hours. So to him, all of the new developments surrounding the threshold were completely foreign. Luckily, though, as I already mentioned, there were people available to manage the situation as it unfolded. And over the course of the following days, we were able to properly sit down with Peter and work with him to gain a collective understanding of what had happened. However, there was still the very significant fact that Mr. Tench was considered legally deceased as a result of the cover story, and reversing that would be no easy feat. He understood this and was willing to cooperate while we looked for a way to reintegrate him without raising suspicion. Unfortunately, though, that process ended up taking quite a bit longer than we had anticipated, and all the while Peter was sucked out here waiting idly by. We did our best to keep him engaged, but it is hard to combat the effects of prolonged sensory deprivation on the human brain, and as a result, Peter's mental state took a toll. Not to a degree that was outright concerning at first, but around the end of week 2, we noticed that he was starting to exhibit a number of behaviors common in patients diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. Though we don't have reason to believe that Mr. Tench was afflicted with that condition. Whatever the case, while he didn't express it outright, from what we could gather, he appeared to have deluded himself into believing that he was still inside some sort of illusion created by the complex, and that we were secretly looking to do him harm. This all came to a head.
I mean, that sort of makes sense in a way. I mean, the complex literally taking control of where you are and transporting you You would think that, wouldn't you? But then again, you don't know what to think. Because you don't understand anything about the complex, and you're just grasping at straws at that point. It's just so bizarre.
On the night of the 22nd, while Tench was finally about to be transferred to a temporary above-ground residence, he broke away from us and, using stolen credentials, forced his way back into the complex where he would go undiscovered until just last night, when he ambushed and violently attacked Team B in room 14C, leaving Dr. Bloom in critical condition. We can presume that during the 2 or so days Tench spent in the complex, he let go of the idea that he could somehow escape through an alternate threshold, but still held on to the belief that all of us here were working to trap him in some way, despite our actions saying exactly the opposite. Immediately after firing a single shot from the Remington 870 into Dr. Bloom's side,
being inside of a place that fucks with your mind. I mean, even like the chemicals that are in these sort of rooms can even fuck with your mind to make you hallucinate and illusionize. God.
Tench fled the scene and headed to the Threshold outpost, where he would turn the weapon on several more of you while progressing into Standard and through the lower offices. Given the abrupt and chaotic nature of the unfolding situation, it took our security team several moments longer than it ideally should have to figure out what was happening. But thankfully, while Tench was passing through one of the empty labs next to storage, Dr. Maxwell was able to act quickly and managed to disarm him, accidentally discharging the weapon into the ceiling in the process.
Damn.
However, Tench still managed to avoid apprehension, fleeing into the maintenance wing and evading our security staff by taking the freight elevator to the surface.
Oh, elevator, right.
The situation could have played out very badly, given the potential number of witnesses around the building at the time. But luckily for everyone involved, as far as we can tell, Tench was not noticed as he exited the property. Around 5 minutes later, our security team made it to the ground floor and began a thorough sweep in the direction of the hillside where cameras had last observed Tench. Now, there's no easy way to say this other than to just say it. I am terribly sorry to inform you all, but Mr. Tench was found deceased halfway down the hillside. The result of an extreme blow to the head.
Ow.
It appears that while he was running through some brush, he failed to anticipate a sudden dip in the ground and tragically fell forward into a large rock. Given the circumstances, it was not something any of us could have anticipated or prevented. The tragedy of the entire situation undoubtedly remains, but Dr. Tench, regardless of how troubled he was in his final days, was a brilliant man who gave his all to this project. He would certainly not want us hindering him in his name. What we're doing here is so much bigger than any one person. It is the work of a unified effort, and we need to ensure that that is never lost sight of. That we hold on to the pre-established notion that Peter is and has been deceased. That is done, and there is nothing more to be extracted.
Someone better pick that up. We're zooming in to the phone, okay. Is anyone gonna pick it up? Oh, and it's done. Well, I mean, people did take too long to pick it up, so of course the other person on the phone is gonna like just stop because no one's picking it up. Like, of course. Also, that's gonna be it's of damage control. I just want to say that, goodness me, that was a mouthful of backroom shit. And honestly, I am ever more excited to actually watch the movie. And I am also aware that there are some more backrooms videos on Kane Pixels channel that I need to, check out as well, and might do that in a future video. There's also another series that he's done called like Oldest View, and I've been wanting to do like a reaction to that as well, but I just, when it came out, I wasn't really doing reaction videos, so now that I'm sort of getting into the groove of doing those, I wouldn't mind checking that out. But also, the movie. I'm going to be watching the movie very, very, very soon, and when I actually record the next video of me watching more of the backroom stuff, I will talk a bit about the movie. I won't go into huge details about it. I'll just, talk about it for a bit before we watch more backroom stuff. But yeah, that was certainly interesting to go through. I just love how they picked out that specific scene, which I personally found was, pretty peak, and, connecting all of that together. And we got the names as well, Tench. So interesting how that's happened. And it's not just, just random people going into the backrooms and, being isolated. Like, it's all connected, and how they explain how they had to, like, put this person into, like, a detainment, and it's just, on one hand, I kind of wish I had subtitles on, because it was a bit hard for me to keep up with the talking, but it's fine. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have all enjoyed, and I'm probably going to make this public anyway. Like, I was thinking that it's not going to be a good reaction, so put it as unlisted. But you know what? I feel like I've had a great time, so I'm going to put it as public anyway. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you have all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.